Proud R movement has taken internet by storm, and of course, it has been started by clinical psychologist Divija Bhasin, also social media content creator. Very warm welcome to NDTV.
Thank you for having me.
When we say Proud R movement, well, the R is the Hindi slur used for sex workers, and a lot of women have been called by that name, and hence Divija came up with this movement where she says that I'm accepting that word because she was called that just for standing up for her rights.
Yeah, anytime I make any video, there are a million comments from men calling me the R word.
And first of all, when did you think that you want to accept it, you want to turn it into a hashtag, ask more women to join?
It started when I put it on my story, and women started responding to my story of me being a creator. I thought it was just me, but they were called that word by their parents and by random boys in the tuitions, by their teachers. So I was shocked, and I thought I should raise my voice about this.
Right. But then, the number one criticism that you have got is that it's not your word to reclaim because there are women who are actually in this business, or rather, who are actually forced into this business of sex work. And it's their word, it's their trauma, it's their struggle. And you, as a privileged person, is reclaiming unfair. So, how do you respond to that criticism?
First of all, that word was given to them by the men. They didn't take it. They don't want that word because it's seen as an insult. There is shame attached to that word, and the men are using the same word for me. Even though I'm a privileged person, they don't care what my background is. They just care that I'm a woman with opinions. For them, a woman with opinions is the same as a sex worker.
Yeah. And when you say that, a lot of women have also come forward, share their stories, how they have been called names. But then there are also women who are hating on you, and they say that, you're kind of normalizing the shame, you're normalizing the insult as well.
I'm not the one who normalized it. It was already normal. Everyone is being called this. All women are being called this, and they also have a lot of shame. Like, a lot of women are not even able to say this word while talking about it because of the shame that they have. So I can understand why it's really uncomfortable to watch me do this. I have empathy for the women who are actually criticizing me. I don't feel that bad. I mean, I'm not angered by them. I have empathy because they're in the same place as me and as the girls and as the sex workers, in the sense that violence against women is normalized for women of all backgrounds. It doesn't matter which background you're from.
And when you see people filing FIRs, complaints, or on X, they are starting their own movement to go against you. How does that make you feel?
It's really annoying. They're like little mosquitoes who are coming and buzzing around me, and it's also victim blaming. They're not getting angry when men are calling me that. When little girls are being called that by their parents, they're not angered by that, but they're somehow angry that I'm calling myself that. I'm not even calling any other person that. So it's ironic. It's victim blaming.
Yeah, same. Even I had the same opinion that, of course, you can, have your own opinion against what she's doing. But at the end, why are we forgetting that she is a victim? She's being called that word. And sure, I mean, I saw a lot of women also say that, there are Dalit women, or there are women who come from underprivileged class. They have their struggles are far more worse. But that doesn't make, or that shouldn't stop you from talking about your struggle.
Yeah, struggles are struggles. I understand that underprivileged women have huge struggles, greater than what I will ever face, but that doesn't mean that my struggles aren't real. I'm still being silenced on the internet. I don't just get called the R word, I get rape threats and death threats and threats for my mother. So, how is that privilege?
Yeah. Then there's another criticism that comes, which is a lot of minors are also using this hashtag that has been started by you, and then they say you're grooming minors, or you kind of provoking them. So how do you respond to that?
First of all, I never said that minors should put this in their bio. I said it to all women, and it's not my fault that the minors related to it. It's sad that they decided to put it in their bio. It means that they relate to it. They decided to own it because it hurts them. We need to ask why. Why are their parents calling them this? Why is this word a part of their life?
What would you say to young women who are facing harassment as you are? Because they
I
might not be as well equipped as you are.
I mentioned this in my video also. I think you should accept that you are one. You don't have to put it anywhere, just in your heart, because the more you resist it, the more it hurts. And they're going to call you that regardless. You can wear red lipstick, you can wear jeans. Like, this is what my followers told me. They were called this word for wearing jeans, for wearing a sari by their parents. So they're going to be calling you that regardless. Might as well own it and be proud of it, because if they're not calling you that, that means they're able to control you.
As we wrap this segment, let's also talk about the role of platforms in it. They have a lot of tools for creators that protect them or that, in a way, help you be in a safe space. Where do they come into picture? How have they been a party or stakeholder in this conversation of yours?
Actually, one incident made me make this video. I got a really terrible comment in like a spam of comments from a person. He wrote that he wants to, I'm sorry to say this, brutally gang rape me and I should be the next Nirbhaya. And he said it in a spam comment, like lots of comments. And I got really affected by this. I messaged the Meta team, I'm in touch with them as a creator. And they didn't respond, they just reacted to the screenshot with a crying face, and that's all they said. And I was so angry, and I think this really contributed to my movement, because this means I'm alone. I have no one who is going to help me. I have even gone to the police. I have filed a case, cybercrime case, against something like this that happened before, and nothing really happened. So
Okay. We're really sorry that you had to go through all of this, Divija. My last question, just to end this conversation. Uh, we've already addressed the criticism that you got, but do you see any merit in that? Do you see any merit in the criticism that they are? I mean, they say, okay, we support you, we know where you're coming from, but here's the criticism. Do you see any merit in it?
I will only see merit in it if they continue to talk about the girls who are getting called the R word by their parents, and if they continue to talk about violence against women on their page, because half of these creators who've made videos on me, they have moved on already. They're laughing about some random joke that is trending and dancing to viral music already. So I'm continuing to talk about this, and I've been making content about these things for the past 5 years. But if they do that, I will definitely take them more seriously. Otherwise, it'll just feel like a way to get clout.
Okay. We hear you, Divija. Thank you very much for your movement. Thank you very much for taking on the criticism as well and addressing the issue which a lot of women face. And sadly, it's their reality of everyday life. With that, Divija, we've come to an end of this video. Thanks a lot for speaking up, and thanks a lot for giving voice to a lot of women who need it the most. With camera person Roshan, this is Arun Singh for NDTV.